him. And it's fun to watch. You can have so much fun with him. Give it up for DJ Qualls and Samantha Smith. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I.
Thanks, guys.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I feel great.
Exactly 40 minutes. I love you guys. Bye.
Hey, guys. Thank you for joining us late on this Sunday afternoon. We appreciate you being here. Who's tired? It's exhausting, isn't it? I can't feel my legs.
If you weren't tired, we wouldn't have been doing our job.
Exactly. That's how I feel. Like when people don't come in hoarse on Saturday morning from Friday night karaoke, I have failed. If you don't want to sleep all day tomorrow, we have failed.
That's right.
I can't wait to sleep tomorrow.
No.
So as you probably have seen, like I am a 6 foot tall hummingbird. So I'm all energy all the time. But there's the payment for that is, or what I give myself is on Monday, I am in bed the entire day. So there is this brand of pajamas called Little Sleepies. I know. And they're made of bamboo and this bamboo fabric, and when I put them on, I get narcolepsy. Like I cannot stay awake. So I give myself all of Monday in bed, and I'm gonna sleep so hard tomorrow. But right now, let's have some fucking fun! How are you, Sam?
I'm good.
I just love you so much.
I just love you more.
So, for those of you who don't know, so obviously Sam and I are on the show called Supernatural. But we never worked together. And the majority of us have never worked together. Like, you've worked with way more people than I did because you've been on the show much longer, but I only worked with like Jared, Jensen, Misha, and Alex.
Right, as for the series.
As far as the people, like, the series regulars. I mean, I worked with a ton of guest stars also.
You got to work with Alex?
Yeah, I almost drooled on Alex. So I had
that's right.
I had these brand new set of werewolf teeth that they didn't fit on me, and they just handed to me last minute, stuck them in my mouth. And then I drank Michael's Grace, jumped on him, tried to bite him, and they wouldn't call cut. So I'm over him doing this. Like for so long, and I see drool starting to go down the sides of the teeth, and I'm like, I'm gonna drool on this guy, and I don't even remember his name.
If you have to drool on anyone, though, Alex would be the most understanding.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the moment they called cut, like at the last minute, and I pulled him out, and I went, "Shh, I almost drooled on you," and he went, "Oh, I know." And now he's one of my best friends. Like, I love him. Alex wrote a television pilot for me. He did. Did you know this? Yeah, Alex wrote. So he was in Florida, and I introduced him to my friend Jordan West, who's a writer, and she wrote a book. And he sent her a text in the middle of the night from Florida and said, DJ Qualls, Trailer Park Mystery, go. And they wrote a pilot. And it's really good, and it's getting some traction. And I have a meeting with his management, like next week. Alex can write.
3 days and you haven't told me that.
I know. I'm a lead barrier.
Are we in a fight now?
No, because it's just like my relationship with Ty. It's rarely talking about work outside of this particular environment. Like, do you remember that time that I was shooting a movie in New Mexico, and then you sent me, and I left Vancouver with Ty, flew to New Mexico to do a movie, and then like a week later, you sent me a photo of you and Ty at dinner in Albuquerque, and I'm like, are you in New Mexico? And like, and I was like, Ty, why didn't you tell me? He's like, it just never occurred to me to tell you I was in New Mexico.
An hour away.
Yeah, we never talk about work like that. Anyway.
You were going to tell the story of how we met.
Oh, the story. Thank you. I need that. So the story about how we met. So we don't work with most of the people in the cast. We meet them at these shows, and Sam and I were like cordial ships that passed in the night. Like I saw her over here. I'm like, oh hey, friend. Oh hey, friend. And then we were in Atlanta. And something struck, and I was like, I think I'm supposed to be your friend. She's like, I think I'm supposed to be your friend. And then like 2 weeks later, an issue came up in my life, and the only person in the world that I wanted to talk to about was you. And so I sent you a text going, this is really weird, but I have to tell you something, and I only want to talk to you about it. Are we best friends? And you're like, yes, what is it? And gave me the best advice, and that it took hold and never stopped.
And forever.
And forever. Forever. It's pretty cool. And
we're grown-ups.
We are, and it's also really hard to make to friends as you get older, and especially at whatever age I'm telling people I am now. I'm 38. Thank you. Who said that? I'll be 38 until my ears meet in the back from surgery. I will die with 38 from my cold, dead hands. I'm 38. When I do die, I want to say DJ Qualls, 38, and I want to be 94. What are we talking about?
You're the best.
Anyway.
Yeah, so we are here, and that's one of the magical things about Supernatural, that I actually ended up getting to work with Kim Rhodes eventually on the show, but I have known her since like 2002, like before Supernatural was even born. And so she's a special case, but we, like, much like many of you have met people at the convention or online or whatever that you wouldn't have met if it weren't for this show. And that is like the lightning in a bottle magic that has created all of this. And we live in gratitude every minute for it.
Exactly. He gave us our best friends, some of us our spouses. There was a group of ladies called the ladies from Row H, because they met in Row H. Are you a lady from Row H? Oh, right on.
It's true.
It's really kind of a magical thing to be a part of. And it's so crazy that I turned this show down when they offered it to me, because I was so tired. I was coming off a project that ran long. I wrapped early in the morning, like 4 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, and then on Monday they called me, my agent called me to this, hey, do you want to go to Vancouver on Wednesday to shoot Supernatural on the next Monday? And I went, nope, I do not wish to do that. And then they called me and said, we wrote this for you. And I went,
that's the magic word, right?
Oh, appealing to, I see we've met before, appealing to my ego. But what a mistake that would have been. It's like that movie where Gwyneth Paltrow,
Sliding doors.
Yeah, she makes the train and then she gets a good haircut and she misses the train and she has a bad haircut and her life is worse for it. And it really taught me one valuable lesson, which is to try to come from a place of yes in your life.
When I got this pilot audition, I say I almost didn't go. I considered not going because I was like, it's one scene and once again, I die in the first 90 seconds. And I was
you were a serial dyer, right?
Yes. So much so that when I don't die, it's a surprise to everyone. And, but I went, and it was like 8 people I recognized in the room, other women. And the audition, obviously, we know how that went. I'm still here. But
did they make you audition on fire? Not obviously on fire. Did they make you pretend to be on fire?
No.
They didn't?
No. So my audition was that first scene where the combination of where I walk in with the baby and I'm like, let's say goodnight to your brother and whatever. I'm the first person you see in Supernatural, actually.
Mm-hmm. Really?
And I'm the first death. Yep. I was on fire, in case you don't remember. And you got him, and then we say goodnight to the boy, and then I wake up in the middle of the night, and then go see, and then I go downstairs, and I'm like, and I have to, this is all I had to do in the audition, and so I run upstairs, and I run in, and we all know I'm not really running anywhere. The space was like from here to here, and they're sitting at a table there, David Nutter, the producers, and I go, and I'm like, I see John at the TV, I'm gonna have to run back upstairs, and I go, now, there's a potted tree right here. I saw it. It didn't move. And yet, did I run into the potted tree? Yes, I did. And then I finished, I'm like, ah! And I kind of walk away from the tree and I'm like,
thank you.
Yeah. But the best part is David Nutter sitting right in the middle like this. And then he goes like this. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. And so naturally I go, and I think that's why I got the job.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Shall we answer some questions?
Yeah, I want to know what people want to ask us.
Yes.
What could it possibly be?
Let's start this side.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Andrea.
Hi, Andrea.
Hi.
What do you have to ask or say or comment or complain?
So I love you both. My question is for DJ though.
Thank you.
So obviously, Garth was a dentist at one point on the show.
Yeah.
I'm curious as to know what kind of specialty he would go into.
What kind of dentistry he does? Well, he does werewolf dentistry, which I think is his own specialty. I will tell you.
Very niche.
Yes, very niche. I will tell you this though. I love Jensen. He's a great guy. He's a friend. He's a brother. But having to have my fingers in his mouth for about 5 hours is so wildly uncomfortable. And if you don't believe me, turn to your friend right now and put your finger in their mouth for 5 hours and just let me know, and then email me or tweet me and let me know how that went down. It was weird.
I had to bite him.
Like physically biting?
Yes, on the neck. Uncomfortable. You're all like, no. For me, I literally went to him, I'm like, I'm really uncomfortable, what do I do? He's like, just do it. I'm like, okay.
But meanwhile,
Not biting down, but still I had to like,
yeah, put your mouth on him.
yeah.
But
Awkward.
I had to do this. For a long time. A long time.
Longer or shorter than you had to not drool on Alex?
Way longer. And there's probably fan fiction about it.
Probably.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
We know you.
And hi, Ellie.
Thank you. She says hi too. DJ, you just made the worst mistake of telling me how much you adore Tim Amundsen, and Sam already knows giving me Tim-related material is very dangerous. So for the both of you, is there someone you've met through this career who you immediately developed a soft spot for, and what was it about them that got you?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Somebody that I met, and yeah, I mean, obviously us, but I can tell you the opposite to that question. An
And
answer.
he names names.
Yeah, I do. My biggest weakness in life is I can tell a story with the names redacted until the last 2 seconds, and I can't. If you listen to my podcast, whenever I tell a story, I'm like, damn it! I can't believe that I thought I was doing so well, and then right at the end. So Mark Shepard and I, he was the first person I worked with. He was there my very first day of work. It's not that I didn't like him, I just didn't know how to like him. And so, you know what I mean? Because he's a fake curmudgeon, and if you don't know that energy, and also when you're a guest star with an established cast, any sort of is he hates me, right? And so years go by and we have a casual relationship, and then Mark lives in my neighborhood in California, and I was babysitting a 4-year-old, and we were at a Pinkberry, and all of a sudden this 4-year-old turned to me and did this, "Uncle DJ, I'm gonna go." And I went, "No!" So I picked this child up like a football, because there's no way for the child to use the bathroom, and so I start running. You know that plaza over there by Trader Joe's, right there on Ventura? So I'm running.
It's an outdoor strip mall.
I'm running. I don't know what to do. And Mark stepped out of a cigar shop, one of those places where you smell like this. "Hey, is this your first child bathroom emergency?" And I went, "Yes." He was like, "Run straight through there, make a right, don't ask anybody." I got this child on the toilet just in the nick of time. And in that moment, Mark Shepard could come out here right now and kick me in the balls, and I would still be his friend. So if it's not always immediate, it's going to get there at some point. We are on a 22-person text thread with each other that I have to keep muted because if one person says one thing. And most of y'all now live on the East Coast. I live on the West Coast. So y'all, and also everybody has children. I don't. So everybody's texting at 9 o'clock your time. It's 6 o'clock in the morning for me. So I'm like this, I will murder everybody on this thread.
I have less of a soft spot moment, but I have, I fangirled on somebody. It was so weird for me. I don't do that usually. But I was on an airplane, and I got up to use the bathroom, and it was like one of those big planes where there's like, between the cabins, there's like a horizontal hallway with like 4 bathrooms. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I got up, and they were all full, and I come down the aisle, and I'm just leaning against the door waiting. And John Bernthal comes with his 2 kids. And I'm like, just totally comfortable, and all 4 were full. And the door opens, and the person squeezes out, and he's like, no, go ahead. Oh, of course. And I'm just like, no way, just you. I turn it, I'm like, what is happening to me? He's like, okay. And so he goes in there with his kids, and I had to go sit down. I was so embarrassed. I don't have a crush on him or anything. I love his work. I had what's it called? Like a starstruck moment, and turned into a freak.
How long ago was this?
4 years.
He's wonderful.
Yes.
I know him a little bit in real life. And his best friend is Alexa Davalos, who was on Man in the High Castle with me. Yeah, they're lifelong childhood best friends. And he was filming, is it Punisher? He was filming Punisher near where I was once in Soho, hanging out with some friends. And in between takes, he full on ran. And came in, he's like, are you DJ Qualls? I'm like, yes. He was like, nice to meet you, Johnny B. And he was like, my best friend loves you so much. I'm like, dude, thank you so much. And he was like, I gotta go. And ran back to work. That's who he is. He's a cool motherfucker. That he is worthy of starstruck.
Yes,
yeah.
I think that's it, because I just have heard only such amazing things. And recently, I didn't know he did a movie early on with Tom Holland. They were shooting that movie. It was some war movie or something. Tom Holland was 17. And they filmed each other's auditions for Marvel. Mm-hmm. So he filmed The Punisher,
so
and he did Spider-Man, and they're still super tight. And they do, and then they were just in the Odyssey together. And they did one, whatever.
They were just the new Spider-Man together.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet.
The new Spider-Man. It's good. I really liked it. Although there's something. I'll tell you about it.
I haven't seen it yet.
There's something a little weirdly pornographic about it that I'll talk to you about later. If you've seen that Spider-Man, you probably can understand what I'm talking
They're always
about.
They're saying yes.
A lot of webs. A lot of web.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. That's how. It's not my fault. I didn't write it, direct it, act in it, and show it to people.
Or do the special effects.
Yeah, I did the special effects.
But they were doing that, whatever that talk show is where you eat hot, spicy things and then try to
hot
talk.
ones.
Yeah, so they were trying to do that, and Tom Holland's trying to talk real nice about John Bernthal while he's sitting there, and they're crying, and we can't tell why, and he's like, we can't tell if it's emotion or spice. I think it's mostly spice, and then Tom Holland's like, stealing your milk, man. And he takes his milk. Anyway, that's where I learned about them having known each other so long. And
no idea.
I admire Tom Holland so much. I think he's the kind of man this world needs right now.
He's great.
And he loves drum beats. So I was like, okay, well, my starstruck moment was understandable.
Of course.
Anyway, I hope that answered your question kind of.
I don't remember what you asked. It was a long time ago.
It was in the 1900s.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi over there. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi, my name's Amelia. My question's for Sam. My question is, how do you think Mary is different in the flashbacks in the earlier seasons than when she comes back in the later seasons?
Were there any flashbacks other than the pilot where she was alive?
Back in the gym episode.
Oh, I thought those. Oh, right, those weren't imaginary.
And there were
They're
episodes where they time travel.
So, I Oh, well, time travel, that was a whole other thing, right? She was still like preteen.
Yeah.
Or pre-20, anyway. So here's the thing. I think she was always the same person. They just didn't show us. And so when I saw Amy playing 17, 18-year-old Mary, and she was a hunter, I was like, oh. And like all the pennies dropped, you know what I mean? And so the character went from this like nightgown, canonized, perfect mom to like somebody who had grit and who was a fighter. And so when Mary came back in season 12, that's who she was. She wasn't this moment that you saw of her, you know, this just that tiny little moment. So I think it wasn't who she was, it was who we were shown. And so I think some of the fandom seemed to have a little bit of trouble accepting the whole Mary, which is fine. But it was as challenging for me as it may be everyone else to suddenly be a fully realized human with opinions and flaws and shoes. And a life besides being a parent. So in that fight with Dean, when he's like, you were never just you just can't come back and be just a mom, and everything in me went like, I'm like, I was never just a mom. When you're 5, that's what your mother is. That's what you see, but that's never who she was, to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi. This question's for DJ. When we were first introduced to Garth, one of the songs that was playing was Poison by Belle Biv DeVoe. And then in subsequent episodes, they had your character come out to like a lot of 90s songs.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know, did you have input in that, or did they just, do that for you?
They gave me a choice of 5 songs. They were so thoughtful with how they wrote Garth and how they crafted him. And they're like, we want you to have kind of like a theme song that you come out to. What any of these 5? Poison was like my
one.
jam when I was young, and I'm like, it's only that, and yeah, I loved it. Yeah, and then I'm one of the only characters I think who has a catchphrase, like you've been Garth, I think. And during that. So they wrote that with the idea that they were going to give Garth a badass moment, so he wasn't the butt of the joke. And so I am standing over Ginny Greentree's grave, like I light the match, go down, and it goes up in a big flame, and then I turn away to like doom, 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 Edge of Night, and so I'm walking away, and the director goes, and I'm doing it in slow motion, and so he's like, throw your jacket over your shoulder, and I'm like, to do a cool guy thing, and I was like, oh my God, this is my moment, and I did it with such force it whipped around and hit me in the face, and that's what they used. So no matter what they tried to do, I was like, can't do it, can't be the cool guy. There's nothing about me that's the cool guy. Boom, 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 boom. Fire. I'm walking slow motion.
Damn it. God damn it.
God damn it. Yeah. Did I answer that question?
You did.
I think so.
You did.
Yay, I feel like I've achieved something. Thank you.
Nation.
Thank you so much. We may be coming back. I just met with the producers a couple of months ago, and we may be doing a 6th season of that show. Yeah. Be very excited. Yeah.
Hi there.
Hi, my name is Mark. We talked earlier about all the stuff at the table. That was really inspiring. I just want to let you know that was very nice. Also, that was the best hug I've ever had. Just as an aside. Also, I was wondering, I know some people know this, but you were on Creepshow for one of the episodes.
Yeah, Creepshow is one of my most favorite things I've ever done. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done. So for people around my age, there was a movie series in the 80s called Creepshow, and it was a bunch of vignettes of creepy stuff, right? There's a crypt keeper, and is that right? There's a crypt keeper,
Yes.
Yeah, it's like little mini.
Yeah, little movies. And so they rebooted it, and this guy named Greg Nicotero, who does all of the makeup,
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, right? It's amazing. And so I get a call that they want me to, like, literally like 4 days later, like, we need you in Atlanta to shoot this thing. And it's 47 pages of solo dialogue delivered directly to the camera. It's you and a tennis ball that we're going to later animate. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, here's what I'm worried. I was like, who did you offer this to? And they were like, we haven't offered it to anybody. We're just disorganized. We forgot basically to ask you to do this. And I believe them. And so I was like, I'm worried. Well, what usually happens in that situation is like, you know what? Okay, you don't know the lines. We'll shoot it as you learn it. But then 2 hours into it, they've forgotten the fact that they gave you this material yesterday, and it's your fault. So I was like, can you send me the first? What's the first day? And they're like, it's 13 pages. And I'm like, can you send me those 13 pages tonight? And if by tomorrow I know them like the back of my hand, I'll do your show. And so they sent them to me, and like in 5 hours I had them memorized. Like I knew that their writing is so good on that show. And I'm so glad that I did it. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done, one of the things I'm most proud of. And I became really good friends with Greg, and now he's producing my next movie. Yeah, I'm doing a movie in November that he's producing, and I'm really excited about it. It's called Bestest Fan. It's about this guy who is the like seemingly nicest guy in the world, and he goes to a Comic-Con to meet his hero, and then he abducts her and does terrible things.
Great. Oh.
I love being the bad guy. I was the first ever killer on Criminal Minds.
Yeah, you were.
And you got killed on Criminal Minds, didn't you?
Yes, but unfortunately not by you.
I know. I would have killed you so good. I wish I could have killed you. Instead, I didn't kill, but I tortured Chayla Horsdale, who was the wife of like one of my co-stars on what's that show that I was on?
Man in the High Castle?
Man in the High Castle. Yep. Yeah, it was her first ever job, and I advertised an expensive sport car for a very cheap price, and we only let attractive women test drive it, and then we took them and put them in boxes and tortured them.
All right.
You do.
As you do. As I don't do, but he did. I'm a nice boy.
You were just helping.
Exactly.
Right.
Also, killing people is hard work.
Messy.
I like laying down and watching television. Yeah.
It's fair.
It's true.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I also want to add that at some sleepovers that I was at my friend's house, we watched we watched the episode with you in it and Creep Show and one of the episodes with Garth at my sleepover. So like my whole friend group, like I've like introduced you to like a lot of my friend group, and like we had a whole thing with like a I had a whole thing with like all with like Bob, and my friend Lucy tried to like I don't know, she tried to figure out where like she started. I don't know. It was really fun though. So just like, yeah.
I love you so much right now. Thank you so much. I feel literally 10 feet tall. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi there.
My name's Raiden, and
Hey, Raiden.
DJ, I gotta tell you, my mom loves you in Road Trip.
Oh, yeah.
Obsessed with you.
Tell your mama I said thank you, because that changed my life.
I will, I'll let her know. My question is, for your friendship, if your friendship had a warning label, what would that label say?
Our friendship?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Too hot to touch.
No, I think we're such good people. I'm also kind of a fake curmudgeon. Like, we care about what everybody thinks, or not, when they're in the right to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We want to be well thought of.
Yeah, and we want to not be your bad memory. But here's the thing. I sent you a text last night to remind you we ain't nobody's hoe.
We're nobody's home.
Yeah. Don't let people take advantage of you. Know your worth. Know that you're special and you're rare, and you're a plate spinner, and you're successful and lovely and worthy, and you ain't nobody's hoe. So that would probably be a warning label.
I would say that if it's like, it's not gonna be funny per se, but just because we're nice, don't push us, because you will regret it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's having a boundary,
Yes.
Yeah.
which surprises people, because suddenly they hit it and they're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, welcome. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, I'm at the con with my 14-year-old son who has a car washing business.
Oh, hey.
And I
Excellent.
was wondering.
Where do y'all live? In Connecticut?
Connecticut.
Whereabouts?
Like 10 minutes from Jensen.
Okay, what is the name? I don't know where Jensen lives.
I live like 20 minutes from Jensen.
I do, actually.
Norwalk.
Well, what's the name of the business?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the name of the business?
There's no name. He's 14.
Okay.
So my question
I'll
is.
pimp out anybody's side hustle.
Yeah, I was wondering when you were that age if you had any interesting summer jobs that you want to share.
I had a
about.
job at 14. Like I was a busser at a Ponderosa Steakhouse. Yeah. And I thought I was rich. Like I loved it. I made $3.13 an hour plus the occasional tip. I felt like I had $1 million. I worked my way up to salad bar, and then to fry cook, and then to host, and then to waiter. We were on the interstate. Those dollar bills added up.
I did.
I loved it, and it actually taught me so much about. My high school job was my friend group, and it taught me so much about fiscal responsibility. And I have not had a job since I was 14 years old. Like I've worked my whole life. And I think it was a good lesson for me. Some kids shouldn't work. Some kids aren't that, they don't have the responsibility, or they need to focus on their schoolwork. I needed that extra thing.
I had a different experience. I got my first job when I was 15, and sorry.
What was it?
I was a model in New York.
Oh, God!
I did not learn fiscal responsibility.
You used to work at a Ponderosa Steakhouse at 14. Ew.
I was a model.
Did you touch dirty food?
It was such a dumb job for a 15-year-old. Yeah. I was lucky, and it was fun, and I don't think anyone that age should be allowed to be in that industry.
That's the thing, though.
My mom had to come with me most of the time.
How long did you have a chaperone? Like until what age?
Until 17.
Okay, because a lot of my friends who were models, like the parents dropped out pretty quick. Like they're
No, my
15
mom
years
was
old
like-
flying to Paris by themselves.
No, I moved to London when I was 17 by myself. But that previous summer, that was in like September, and the previous summer I would go in and out of the city myself. I was 17. But yeah, I mean, it was an adult. It wasn't like there were other kids except for the other models, but most of them were grown. I'd be working with a male model who's like 35.
That's the thing, is that you're a teenager being put into adult situations, right?
It wasn't great.
How do you, looking back on that, like do you think it's like kind of tantamount to being a child star? Do you know what I mean? Because you're doing it, you're making an adult wage in an adult environment.
Mm-hmm. Except there were no guardrails. There's no union.
Yeah. Oh wow, it's worse.
Yeah, there's long hours. They're asking you to do like hyper, like sexy photos and stuff. You're 15. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
And then you see the photos and your dad freaks out.
Yeah.
Not because it's anything,
Yeah.
nudity or necessarily anything like that. But I mean, can I tell you how many times I played in Modern Bride or Bridal Magazine before I was 16?
Wow.
Or like constantly covers, like bridal dresses that they had. I mean, bonkers.
Yeah.
Bonkers.
And you're 16.
16.
But that's the entertainment business in general.
Yeah.
And we're only recently starting to talk about it. I just saw this documentary on HBO about Elizabeth Taylor. And she's boarding an airplane, or getting off an airplane, and a man's like, so what's it like to be looked at as a sex symbol? And she did this, I'm 16.
So who was this?
Yeah, Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth
She was
Taylor.
getting off a flight, and this guy was like, so hey, what's it like to be a sex symbol? And she was like, I'm 16.
And he's like, yeah.
And it did not penetrate. Like, it did not get past his eyes. And he was like, yes, but a lot of young men look at you as a desirable object. And she is a child.
Yeah.
And only now we're talking about that. I would be so against having any child in my life in entertainment. In the same, I mean, because we know too much.
Well, I mean, I worked with a lot of kids, kid actors and stuff, and their parents are always there. And I can't tell you, I've got to tell, 80% of them are sullen and don't want to be there, and their moms like pump them full of sugar, like giving them M&Ms between takes just to keep their energy up. And literally when they say cut and you're wrapped, it's like they transform into a different kid, and they're smiling and they're happy because they get to leave.
Because they're living out the parents' fantasy, right?
Correct. And you know, if you look at it this way, give me one job in America, let's say, where you're allowed to work before you're 12 years old.
Yeah.
0. There's a reason, because you're a kid.
I've mostly seen it be negative, but I will say this. I had a son on Z Nation, and he was really young when we started. I think he was like 2. And so it was like 2 through, I think like 7 or 8 when we finished the show.
Z Nation?
Yeah,
You
Z
had a
Nation.
son?
I had a child. Yeah.
I haven't gotten there yet. You only have a dog.
There was real dad. Yeah, I think we ate that dog. And here's the thing. I had to leave our fortress.
That's called a spoiler.
Yeah, our fortress like got like infiltrated,
Overrun, yes.
and all the food that stores spoiled, and then I come back from Spokane, Washington, and the dog is gone, and we never mentioned the dog again. I think they ate that dog. There's no other, he didn't run away, he was a very loyal dog. I think they ate that dog. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, my son on Z Nation. He called me pretend daddy. They were very close to they stuck to his schedule, and I was able to talk to him in ways that his parents couldn't. Like I would be like, hey, I need you just to do this for me, and you only have to do it 4 times. Can you do this for me 4 times, please? And he really liked being on the set, but he was also so young, he didn't know the difference between that and play. You know, and we went off the
Something
air.
scary happens,
Yeah.
and they're really scared. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Or no, we were very good about that, and we were like, if something was awful happening, we would take him away, and we would work with you know what I mean. We would be able to sort of cut him out. But it was the only time, when I was on Legit, the little girl that played my niece, her parents weren't great at boundaries with the thing, right? And I mean, I have no idea if she's working or not. But you're right. There are all these things that are supposedly in place, but it's. I never ever want to say, scream the word fuck until there's a child behind me that I don't see. You know what I mean? Adults are adulting on set. And there are kids there, and they're in an adult work environment, and
They say things
yeah,
and
and
do
you're
things
having
that
a
are not-
conversation, and there's a 6-year-old right there. Yeah, I would not want my own child to be a child
I
actor.
did a horror movie with this girl. She was like 9, and she was the one that was possessed and killing dogs and doing crazy shit. And I'm like, this feels not great.
How do you process that?
Yeah. Anyway, that was a different answer.
Here's the thing, that's how this works.
That's
You
right.
ask us a question, we'll answer 30% of that, forget what you asked us, and then talk about children working in
That's
Hollywood.
right. That's right.
That was awesome. Thank
I'm
you.
excited
Thank
to
you.
see what's gonna happen next. Hi.
Hello. I wanted to ask, I'm starting high school tomorrow, and I wanted to ask if you have any advice for me.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing. How do you feel right now about starting high school tomorrow?
Kind of weird, kind of happy, and kind of unsettled, I guess.
That's okay, because change, any major change in your life is scary, right? Because we don't know things. But it's just the part of us that wants to have control and feel safe and not challenged. But here's the thing, change is usually scary, but it's almost always good. It's almost always good. So you're gonna go and probably be nervous for a little bit and not really know the environment, but you're gonna catch up so quick because humans are so adaptive. And here's the other thing, everybody else who's your age is in the exact same position. So you're gonna make a bunch of new friends. It's gonna be amazing. But this is a cliche that adults say over and over and over again. But cliches, like standardized phrases, are because they're true. It really all boils down to being yourself. Just be true to yourself and try to be open to people, and you're gonna make friends. I know you are going to do well. I promise you will. I know you will.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I hate change. I am so resistant to it. But I have to remind myself of that conversation all the time. Change is scary, but it's good. It's necessary.
Yes.
You either change or evolve, or you atrophy.
Right. And I was going to just say the same thing, that it's,
Hey y'all.
anything you're feeling scared about and you think it's only you, it's never one time is it only you. It's everyone else as well, and they all think they're the only one.
And that's exactly right. Our strength and our beauty is how alike we are, regardless of our differences. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you
this
for
week.
having us.
I've had an amazing time with you. Give it up one more time for Sam Smith and DJ Qualls. Bye guys, I love you.
Thank you.
Just